It's a realtor's life. The coach mind, he'll get you right. Creating a life. It's a realtor's life. The coach mind, he'll get you right. Creating a life. It's a realtor's life. The coach mind, he'll get you right. Creating a life.
Welcome to the Realtor Life Podcast, a part of B&D TV's weekly lineup of shows. I am your host, Michael G. Davis, Realtor plus business coach, and we are excited to have another phenomenal guest for you today. But before I bring them on, I want to remind you that we are streaming live to the Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm business Facebook page and our Success in Real Estate YouTube channel. So for those of you all that are checking us out live, we invite you to place your comments in the chat, ask questions, take part into the show. Also, if you have a real estate need, like looking to buy a house or putting your house on the market for sale, then I want to invite you to stay on after the show for a very special message. Maybe you're thinking about getting your real estate license, or you already have your license and you're considering making a change of brokerage firms. You're looking for more support. Again, I invite you, stay after just briefly for a little more learning about what we have to offer here at Brooks and Davis. All right, so without further ado, what you all have been waiting for, I want to bring a friend of the show, a friend of Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm. We've collaborated on a number of events. I love the energy. I love the way that he sees business, and I know you're going to love it too. So I want to bring to the stage, he's a professional inspector. He sets himself apart. Mr. Joe Poole is our next guest on the Realtor Life Podcast. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
JP's Real Estate Inspections, man.
That's what they say.
So, Joe, of my 18 years of being in real estate, man, I feel that as real estate professionals, we hadn't been appreciated sometimes. You know, our clients, our customers, sometimes even our colleagues, they put us in a box, not recognizing that we're people too, people with passions, people with many layers. So that's why I wanted to create this platform. So professionals like yourself, we could come on, we could showcase the many passions that you have in addition to being in real estate. So That's what the Realtor Life Podcast is all about. So I'm going to start you off. Well, before I get started, actually, where can people connect with you? I know when they hear your story, they're going to want to connect with you digitally. So where's the best place for them to go, Joe?
The best place they could connect with me is they can actually find me on Google. That looks like to me a platform where people always find me. They can go to Google and put in JP's Real Estate Inspections, either put in Joe Poole, or they can simply just put in my phone number, 713-906-7302.
Yeah.
And they got me. They got all my business.
You say tell them Google me.
Hey, just Google me, you know. If you want to find me, just Google me, you know.
Google me, man. I love it.
That's
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Google me.
Well, good, man.
When people listen, Mike. When people call me and I ask, how did you find me? They say I Googled you. I get tickled just like that Pillsbury Doughboy. You know, he's tickle his stomach, he laughs.
That tickles you in your belly button, man.
That's it tickles me. Oh, you find me? You Googled me. That's how I found you. I Googled you. So
I love it. I love it. All right, Joe. Well, look, I'm gonna ask you the same question I ask everybody to start the show. What hobbies or activities are you and your family a part of?
What I like doing, Mike, sometimes I just sitting back, I just enjoy reading. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, I love traveling. And beyond that, I love comedy. I just like looking at the craft of different comedians on how they present themselves. Because actually, that was really my calling, actor or comedian. And so, naturally, I'm just funny when I don't even want to be funny. You know, just something just pop out. People be laughing. What are you laughing at, Joe? Just the way you describe things. So that's a passion guy.
Well, look, that could be your next career, brother. I mean,
hey man, if the Lord don't take me home, you know, I may be in a wheelchair and cracking jokes or something. What it came.
Had you ever seriously considered, becoming a comedian?
Well, you know what, Mike? after, working years, putting children through college, marriage, and then, once when I started, I once owned my own electrical business.
Mm-hmm.
And that business blew up. I mean, it just blew up.
Yeah.
And so amongst that, I was making friends, meeting colleagues, rubbing shoulders, but yet and still in the mind, I was still funny. People just like, Joe, man, you miss your callings. What do you mean? So as I've gotten older, I got a birthday this month. It's just something that I don't just really think about it, but sometimes when I'm watching the big screen, I say, wonder what I would look like up there. But Mike, it's just somebody got tapped me on the shoulder and say, hey, man, listen, I need you to be in this movie with me. That's where it's at right now.
Yeah, you got to let it fall in your lap. Huh?
It pretty much, I don't want to go up there and make a fool of myself, go to some open mic and just clown myself out and just, hey.
Man, hey, look, man, it's all about feedback. No failure, only feedback, baby.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's true. That's what it is. I remember one time, guy, and I'm not wanting to get away from your show, but I went to a club and they had, the guy was a comedian, and I'm sitting at the bar and he made a wisecrack at me. And I'm like, well, he talking to me. So the guy's like, yeah, man, he talking about you. Mike. I sit from that bar and yelled out, made a bullhorn.
Yeah.
Man, it was so funny when the guy walked off the stage and I went outside. This guy said, this customer said, he said, man, what's that part of the show? I said, no. He said, that wasn't part of the show. I said, no.
Yeah.
I said, man, he don't call me out. That's my comedian. Don't call me out. I didn't pay to come in and get blasted out. He said, man, you serious? That wasn't part of the show. I said, man, no. He said, dude, you funny. He said, man, you funny. Yeah. I'm like, it wasn't intention to be,
Yeah.
But,
well, look, man, you need to be on that stage. And look, you say you ain't taking away from the show, brother. You are the show. We here to learn about Joe. So, you take the show wherever you want it to go, man. I'm riding shotgun. You driving the ship.
but too, man, my passion is real estate,
Okay.
I like helping individuals, definitely first-time home buyers, because sometimes, the agents that know me say, Joe, this person is difficult, man. They want to get out of the contract. I said, okay, I got him. So what I do, I put a pacifier in their mouth. So as I'm inspecting their home, they be sucking on that pacifier like Maggie. Maggie on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Saying, they done bought the house, man. So
wow.
I just, just help walk them through the process and just, pretty much tell them my experience when I bought my first house.
Yeah.
So
empathize. It sounds like you empathize with the people.
That's American dream. It's American dream. To buy a home. You don't want to pay for somebody's property or rent for years, the rest of your life. It wasn't meant to be that way.
Yeah.
So buy your own. Once you buy it. I bought so many homes in my day, Mike. Buying a home to me just like going to the store buying bubble gum. A little process.
Just another product, right?
I just got to have enough money to buy what I want.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Now, you also mentioned traveling, Joe. So tell us about some of the interesting places that you've been to.
Mike, man, I have traveled so many different countries. I forgot the name of them until I hear a name pop up. Switzerland, Brazil, France, Barcelona.
Wow.
Golly. I just got back from the Bahamas.
Okay.
London. Matter of fact, when I first went to London, went to the palace. There was a lot of people who's behind, it's like a park behind the palace. And a lot of people was going, I don't know, to another park behind the palace. So I asked this guy, I said, man, what are they doing? I thought maybe it was a parade or something going on. And this guy was part of paparazzi.
Okay.
He said, this Prince Charles, they were celebrating like their Veterans Day.
Okay.
And so he was going to put a wreath on the burning, like they do here, the president, put the wreath.
Right.
And so I said, so that's Prince Charles in that black car over there? They're like, yeah. He says, sir, where are you from? I said, I'm from America. He said, what part? I told him Texas. He said, well, you are seeing London at its finest.
Wow.
I'm like, wow. He stumbled on me. I didn't stumble on him.
Look at you, man. You just
he waved and everything. And I said, so that's Prince Charles in that old, it looked like an old Rolls Royce. It's Prince Charles. I'm like, wow.
That boy
I came home I came back to the States like it wasn't nothing. He waved at me, he waved at us.
Yeah.
I waved back.
Hey man, look, I bet you wish you would. I mean, when was this? Like, was social media and stuff out back then when you did
With
that?
social media, it was at that time. At that time, it was in 2008. That's when Obama had got elected in.
Okay.
And then so
it wasn't as
at
big.
that time, you know, and I'm gonna be honest, guy. How I was able to go to London and Paris, I became an American Express card holder back in '93.
Mm-hmm.
And all the time I've been using American Express, I never redeemed my points.
Oh wow.
My points with American Express took me and my wife to Paris and London.
Paris and London.
On points, guy.
So that's one of them good stories. Those winning stories with credit cards. We hear so many stories about those that don't use them the right way.
Oh man.
Right, but you're able to see the benefits of using the credit card the right way and being able to receive the value from it.
Yeah, that was from.
Rewards
I became an American Express card owner holder since '93. My son was 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
When I redeemed all those points,
it
was in 2008, because when I was running my electrical business, I was buying a lot of materials, you know, with my American Express card and pay it off at the end of the month. So I never had, you know, a bill.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow. And then too, I went to Greece. Went to Athens. Man, the names just pop up because there's so many places. Been to Africa, been to Milan.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like, you know, the ones
Australia.
Which would you say was your favorite?
The favorite was the Virgin Islands.
Okay. Tell me about that.
It was laid back.
Right.
It was just so laid back. And then too, I went to St. Lucia.
Okay.
Now I really enjoyed St. Lucia. It was just laid back. But a lot of the trips, you know, after traveling so many years through them, I forget. Now my wife, she just named them right off top, but I'm like, yeah, we did go there. You know, if I see something on TV, yeah, I've been there before. Yeah. So but my dad said something, Mike, to me once. He said, son, he said, why do you go out of the country so much? I said, Pop, because I want to see things. He said, son, you know what? There's a whole lot in your backyard you haven't seen. Exactly what he was saying is, to America. There's a lot in your backyard you can see instead of going way over there. And so recently, I went to DC, which I went to DC before, but it was I was in training, so I had just run through things. So this particular time, I really got a chance to visit DC, walk the grounds of DC.
Yeah. And
I went to Mount Vernon. What's the state next to it? Mount Vernon something. You know, that goes show how I forget.
Yeah.
And toured George Washington Plantation. And you really got a chance to see the history of America. African Americans.
Yeah.
And then Canada. Wow, Mike, it's just so many places, brother.
Right.
And honestly, they're not really important to me because been there, done that. You know.
Well, hey, look, that's a blessing though, man. You gotta appreciate it.
Yes. Right. So, and then too, actually, I'm planning a trip to Dubai. You know, a lot of people been there. I want to go there. So
that's your first. This your first time going to Dubai?
It'll be my first time going to Dubai.
Wow.
Maybe I'll look up once I get there. Hit the lottery and stuff.
What is it? What is it that's attracting you about that location and wanting to go there?
Because hearsay, other people had been there. And my son been there. A good friend of mine been there, and then others been there. And so I got a group of friends that normally we get together, guys, and we just go traveling, Vegas or somewhere. So I talked to him. I said, "Hey man, let's plan a trip. You know, just for the fellas." He was, "Yo man, right now I'm trying to go to Dubai, so I know I'm not going to Dubai alone.
Right,
I got to take the missus.
Right.
But I've heard so much about this country. You know how clean it is, how rich it is. So I just want to take a look at it. I can be there maybe 2 days. Hey, I ain't had enough."
You say, like you told your dad, you just some things you want to see.
There's some things I want to see. You know, once I see it, I see it.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
So
I think I enjoy the flight more.
Oh yeah.
I think I enjoy them long flights more than actually when I get there, because when I get to those countries, Mike, honestly, I can't read nothing on the sign.
Oh yeah.
You know, and some of them they don't have where you can read English up underneath the sign.
Right.
So I'm always asking people, you know, I take them a map. Where's this? And when they don't understand English, they point me away.
Yeah.
It's like when I go, Mike, I'm illiterate. You know, and it's a bad feeling going to countries where you are illiterate. You can't read the signs.
You can't read. Yeah. That's something to consider, Joe. I mean, you never really thought about it like that.
Huh?
I say you never really thought about, you don't think about those things.
Yeah, there's something to really think about, because right now, the way other countries are looking at Americans, look what just happened in Mexico, just by accident.
Mm-hmm.
So, you take the wrong path because you can't read the sign.
Right.
So it's something to think about.
Yeah, go somewhere that you don't need to be going.
Yeah, let's go with a group.
Mm-hmm. So that's smart. That's smart, man. That's a wise word,
man. So I remember when I went to Paris.
Okay.
And I remember when I went to Paris, and I wanted to take the train to London. Went to the train station, but I didn't know what train to get on when I purchased the ticket.
Okay.
And there was a gentleman, and he heard my wife and I talking. He could tell that we from America, and he asked, "Where you guys going?" And so I told him where I was going. He said, "Well, okay, you need to catch this train here." This gentleman was so nice. He actually took us to the right train path, took us to the booth, where we bought a ticket. And then, he said, "Hey, see you, sir." We shook hands. Now, once I got to London, I was good because, they speak English over there.
Right. You can see it.
Yeah, they speak English. The English is, slightly different than ours, but you can still understand it.
Yeah.
But my thing now on traveling to foreign country is that I am illiterate. I can't read even a menu.
Right.
Just think about it. So if I want something to eat, hey, I want what that person got.
Right.
It looks good.
Right. Let me get that.
So just think about it. It's good to say, you've been there, but at least
take your tour guide, Joe. Come on, man. You gotta get you somebody that's from the culture, man, to take you around.
Mike, you gotta pay for that person.
Hey, man, it's the experience. Spare no expense.
Hey, Mike.
Put on that American Express card, man.
Never thought about that. Never thought about that. And then also too, went to Rome, Italy. Went to the Vatican. Now I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, being at the Vatican. I did, man. People that never been to Italy, they get all caught up in Gucci and Fendi and all those brands. But their styles over there would blow Gucci and Fendi, and they blow my water.
And look, because I've been to Italy too, and they don't cost that much.
They don't.
They don't cost that much, and material and everything is top notch, man.
But that country, they just like America have factories. That's what they do over there. Fabrics,
right?
It's their way of culture.
Textiles.
Yeah. Textile. That's it. Textile. And it doesn't cost that much.
That's right.
So whereas you see a person over here wearing Gucci or Prada or one of these high brands, they think they're doing something.
Right.
I tell them, hey, go to Italy. Go to Italy.
That's what it says. See, what's gonna make it so much more expensive is the ticket to go get it. But when you actually get there to buy it, it ain't
go get it.
Nothing. Yeah.
But being there is nice. I just say when you go, if you have some extra money, take an extra empty luggage where you can bring it back.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's a good word, man.
Yeah.
So Joe, tell me about what was it that made you want to become an inspector? Like, why did you decide to get in inspections?
Well, Mike, first of all, I went to college and I studied electronics. So I've always into, fidgeting. And then I worked at a hospital. And I worked in facilities engineering. So right now, I'm concentrating on big electrical switch gears, transfer switches, transformers. I mean, there was enough power, you could look at it the wrong way and it can electrocute you. But, and then at that time I was running my electrical business. But when I was working my job, Mike, and when I was running my electrical business, I was biting off more than I can chew.
Gotcha.
So the business was growing out of leaps and bounds, in which I didn't expect it. I started the business as a little hustle, doing electrical work, but licensed as an electrician.
Yeah.
And then there was one time I came back from Baltimore, Maryland, and got a call from one of my accounts that my guys didn't show up. They was messing up on a project. And so when I got back and I went to walk that project, and in the top of my mind, something said, man, I'm tired of this. But I was in it so deep.
Yeah.
And then in 2000, now it was 2002, I want to say, that's when the Enron scandal, the Enron and all these big major corporations were falling apart, and my wife got laid off. She was a manager over the legal department at an oil company. So she decided, take some real estate courses, because those were the beginning days when we was, working on getting our technical school off the ground.
Yeah.
And so she was doing her homework. But in the meanwhile, doing her homework, she was just taking real estate courses. And came home one day and said, Joe, you can become an inspector. I said, babe, I don't want to be nobody's apprentice. She said, no, with your education and your advance, your license and your experience with your electric business and your engineering job, there's an advanced course. I'm like, really? And so I stood over her shoulder, and she was on the computer pointing out to me, and I applied. And then that's what history was written right there. And I got my license 2003. That's when I became licensed as an inspector.
Wow.
And so that was it right there. And when I became an inspector, it was so easy because I'm like, this is all an inspector do. Just walk around and look. Actually, he's giving his opinion on what the conditions are.
Right.
But me, with my experience, Mike, with my electrical background, engineering background, I pretty much knew what makes an outlet work, what makes an air condition blow, what makes appliances work, what's behind that wall, what's holding this roof together. I pretty much knew all of that.
Yeah.
And so when I finally became an inspector and really got experienced at it, I don't go in and nitpick and blow deals like a lot of inspectors do, because I look at a lot of inspectors, I call them book inspectors. They learn everything from the book. They don't have prior experience. Just like a person who know how to coach a football team, but he never played the game.
Right, right.
I played the game. So with my experience, and new agents call on me and I give them my background, they're like, I want you, because I'm not going to go in and just blow a deal.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Because we all in this business to make money. You don't need an inspector or an appraiser blowing a deal over something so small.
Right.
So I pretty much go in, make sure everything's good. Now, if a house is in bad condition or buildings in bad condition, I'm going to call it out.
Yeah.
But anything that's broke can be fixed. It just depends on the amount of money that you want to pay to get it fixed.
Right.
That's it.
Right. That'll dictate that. Nah, that sounds good, man. So how's this journey as an inspector been so far, man?
Well, Mike, I retired from my job in 2015, to actually do inspection full time, because I've been blessed. I've been truly blessed as an inspector to survive well and make a good living. I mean, honestly, as an inspector, when I was working, I was making more part-time as an inspector, and working my job full time.
Wow.
So when I did decide, I put my 30 and a half years in, I'm going to do this, the Lord has really, truly blessed me financially.
Good.
Now, even during COVID, I never even suffered what a lot of people were going through, with loss of job, being laid off. The Lord was blessing me. Financially, I was doing it until October hit, this October 2020. And I felt that crunch. Like, wow, it's slow.
Yeah, that market shit.
November hit. I'm like, because I'm a praying man, Mike. I'm like, man, Lord gonna provide for me. November hit. I'm like, wow, I gotta go in my little stash.
Yeah. Your rainy day.
Like,
it's a rainy day, man.
I'm like, well, December gonna be okay, because I'm a guy full of faith. December hit. Now, my little faith become challenged. But Mike, through it all, you're gonna have them rainy days. It's good. You
Yeah,
got to take the good with the bad in this business, man. But
that's right.
you got to put up. Thank God I was taught how to save.
That's right. Got to stack up. In
You
good
got to
times,
stack
got to
up.
stack up.
You got to stack up, man. So now March so far has been good. Actually, I got a birthday this month, so I assume that March is good because this the month that you were born in. So we're
Can't
gonna
be
make
bad.
March good for you. But when April hit after the Easter bunny, hey, you better bounce on somewhere else.
Yeah. Nah, but look, like you said, you're a man of faith, man. It's gonna work out.
Oh
Just
man,
gotta
I'm a
keep
man of
believing.
faith, man. I got a motto, Mike. It's between me and God.
Yeah, I love it, man.
That's my faith. That's my faith. I met a young agent years ago when I retired, and she was a school teacher. And I asked her some questions because, when you got two incomes in the house and one income is getting ready, that main income is going to supply the house. Your husband maintain, the wife maintain it, but you want to go out independent as a realtor, an appraiser, an inspector. Sometimes your hope may not be there.
Right.
But I've always had a motto. It's between me and God on how my survival is going to last.
That's right.
So, I'm a man just full of faith. Sometimes when I talk to people and I use some terms, they may not agree with it because they may not be the type of Christian that don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
But I speak it boldly. I've been truly blessed, man.
Well, that's definitely a great outlook, Joe, man. I can tell it is really well. Look, it didn't had you seen the whole world, man. So it worked for you.
Some of the world,
a lot of the world,
huh?
A lot of the world.
Yeah, I'm thankful.
Yeah.
I'm thankful. I hope I can live long enough to remember it because, hey, I forget some of the places I've been, Mike.
Hey, you might sound like somebody need to get a journal, man. Start writing some stuff down.
Yeah, you're right. I do have photos.
Yeah.
So I can flip through the old photos, and remind, oh, yeah, I was there. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the ruins. Okay. Yeah, I've been.
Good. I love it, man. Well, look, man, I knew, I've known you for a long time as we've gone through this real estate piece together, man. And I knew that my audience was just going to really get a lot of value out of hearing you today. So I'm so thankful that you allowed us a little bit of your time, man, opened up a window into your world. Man, you have any final words or anything that maybe you didn't mention you want to offer to the people before I let you go?
Well, what I want to do, Mike, first of all, I want to thank you. I remember when I first met you. That was in 2015, my year of retirement. And I was introduced by Ma Steele.
That's right.
Man, this is a different kind of brother right here as an inspector.
Yeah.
This is a different kind of guy right here, man. You can't do nobody like him. But I just want to thank you because when you turn around and you looked at me, I saw them bright eyes and you staring at me, you looking at me up and down.
Like this cat right here, man. Look at this cat.
Hey man, look at this young cat right here. I'm looking at you, man. But it was just your excitement, your happiness, about me and receiving me, and then you invited me to come up to your office, and just to see your setup and your layout.
Yeah, speak to my people.
And then I learned a lot from you, man. I learned a lot from you, Mike. And that's why I've always asked an inspector whenever you called upon me, I'm ready to support, whatever it is. Yeah. I know we had a hiccup not too long ago. But,
hey, it's all good though, man.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's relationships.
And that's all. It's about relationships. But what I say, man, is I just want to thank you, because when you start this podcast, man, look at Mike. What is he doing? But now, man, you brought this, you really brought this platform on strong, man. Talking to Jessica. Like, man, look at my boy.
Yeah, man.
So I just want to thank you. But in closing, I just want to say, Lord bless us all, man. I want to see your business grow. And people, if you're interested in contacting Joe Poole, JP, as they say, go to Google, put in JP's Real Estate Inspections. You can go to I do have like a little small YouTube channel, but I'm lazy about that. Facebook, I'm lazy about that. But I say YouTube is my biggest platform. And then once you meet me,
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, I got the whole book.
Yeah.
I got them in my face right now.
Wealth of knowledge.
Yeah. So, and then too,
tough,
man, I just like people, man. I love people. I say this here, Mike, before I go. If I was to meet an individual, he looks different than all of us. He can have just a big nose and one eye in the center of his head. I'ma like him because he's different. And I want to learn about that person.
Right.
That's just
that's just who you are, man.
It's just who I am. You know, I'm not gonna look at you strange because I'm strange too. You know, we all are strange in our way, man. But man, in close, man, I just want to thank you, brother.
I appreciate it.
You know,
it's my pleasure.
Keep at it, man. Keep at it, and you're gonna be a little Trump one day. Gonna have all that real estate.
Hey, that's the plan, brother. That's the plan.
All right, bro.
I will see that, man.
I appreciate you, man.
All right, Joe. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you now.
All right. So yeah, man, look, Joe Poole, man, JP's Home Inspections, man. He's the man. Does a great job. Again, go visit him, Google him, and learn more about him. All right. So look, before I let you guys go, we got Real Estate Happy Hour Live coming up. Don't miss it. Don't be the one. So about an hour and a half, jump on, see what we're talking about. Real estate professionals just talking a little bit of randomness, looking at some trending topics, see what's trending out there in these streets. Got some great real estate information for consumers, as well as tips and things for people that are in real estate. So make sure that you tune in today at 2:30. All right, and then we have our HBREA Lunch and Learn, how to shift your business in a changing market. You don't want to miss that. Miss Nicole Handy, she's the co-founder of the Braden Real Estate Group, and they're going to be giving us some great insights as it relates to the market and how it's maneuvering and how you can best navigate it, right, when it comes to your business. So it's going to be at the Power Center. It's always makes for a great meal for your Thursday. That's going to be this Thursday, beginning at 11 o'clock. So we definitely encourage you to participate. All right. Also on Thursday, we have the Prime Real Estate Network, which is another part of the BND TV weekly lineup of shows. And Larry W. Brooks, co-founder of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, along with his co-host, Mr. Rick Davis, Prime Real Estate Rick. They're going to be interviewing another phenomenal guest, Miss Dion Randall's going to be their guest, and I know they're going to be talking about some great information. The thing about the Prime Real Estate Network, they bring in entrepreneurs, business owners. You can hear their story, get their insights, and you can use what you learn from those individuals to apply them and to apply it to what you're doing. So you can have the success and see success in the areas that you want to see. So make sure that you tune in on Thursday at 12:30. Every week, every Thursday, they have a new guest, new phenomenal, new awesome guest, Prime Real Estate Network. 12 p.m. All right, then also on Thursday at 5 o'clock, yours truly, SEO Coach Mike, we're doing our real estate career night. And that's where one day of the month, I become the industry's broker, right? If you're out there and your real estate broker won't answer your questions, they won't answer the phone, they won't pick it up, and you need some information, you need a question answered, I got your back. So it's in person and it's live. So live on Instagram. So you can visit us in person. Come in. I'll be here. Our head of agent member recruitment is going to be here as well. You can come hang out with us, or you can just jump on live on Instagram if you're on Instagram, and you can participate there as well. So it's going to be this Thursday at 5 p.m. Also on Thursday, we're doing our free HUD certificate home buying class. That's brought to us by the Houston Black Real Estate Association. Do it every month. There's a lot of resources that are here in the city, here in the state, here in the county, that are with banks, that are with organizations, nonprofits. And these resources require for you to take a HUD certified home buying class. So the Houston Black Real Estate Association has underwritten this class. They do it every month. It doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is visit the website, register for the class, attend the orientation, which is on Thursday. Then you're going to attend the actual class, which is on Saturday. And then you're going to have a free one-on-one session with a HUD counselor about your finances. So it's really about preparing you and putting you in the best situation for home ownership, putting you in a situation where you keep that home. So the orientation is this Thursday. You can go right now and register for the class. Make sure that you have your spot. If you're out there and you're thinking about buying a home, or you're already talking to the lender and they're telling you that you need to have this certificate to qualify for that resource, well, there's no need for you paying for the class when you can get it at no cost. All right. And then then next week, the Prime Real Estate Network is having their Prime Real Estate Rockstar Party, where they're going to be celebrating women in business. Since this is Women's Month, the month of March, that's going to be March 24th. It's going to be at Hinkie Pilot. Great social opportunity to come hang out and spend time with people, as well as a way to celebrate women in business. So that's going to be on next Friday at 9 p.m. And then finally, next Saturday, right after that, save the date, we're going to be doing our pre-home buyer session where, look, you don't have to give up on your dream of home ownership. You're going to be able to learn about and hear about non-traditional methods and resources. You're going to be able to hear from lender that's going to demystify some of the narratives that are in the marketplace that aren't true. You're also going to be able to hear about credit, about debt, so our goal is after you leave that class or the session, give us 45 minutes and you're going to walk out of there knowing exactly what your next step is on your path to home ownership. You won't have to guess, right? So that's why we do that every month. Again, it doesn't cost anything. Make sure you visit the website, register for the class so you can reserve your seat. And we'll be looking to see you on Saturday at that time. You do not have to be a Brooks & Davis agent to attend any of our events. Just make sure you go to brooksanddavis.com, reserve your spot, and you too can participate in all the things that we're doing out here. One thing that I always like to highlight is our group coaching. Brooks & Davis agents have access to a group coaching session every day, every single day. That's how committed to coaching that we are at Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm. And this is in addition to the one-on-one coaching. This is in addition to the mentor program, in addition to the trainings, in addition to our Success in Real Estate Machine, which is our digital tool, digital software that our agents are able to use to understand the mechanics of this business. We just have wrapped layers around layers as it relates to support. So we always like to talk about our group coaching. And then also in addition to what I'm doing with Brooks & Davis, I'm expanding my footprint. I want to touch more people. I want to speak to more people. So if you have a group that, based on the speaking topics that I want to bring to the table, we have goals, see how easily you can get it done. Leads, how people serious about their success attract more business. The secret to managing stress. And leadership, how to take your business to the next level and win. These are 4 amazing topics that I put together. I can teach them in an hour format. I can teach them in a 3-hour format. I can adjust it however you need it for your group to walk away. The way that I design my classes and my trainings, if you're going to spend time with me, whether that's an hour, whether that's 3 hours, I'm going to make sure that you're going to walk away with something that you can utilize. That you can utilize this information, you can implement it into your business and into your life at that moment. That's how it's framed. So if you know somebody, you're interested, you're over a group, you want to book as CEO Coach Mike, we were running a promotion where I'm waiving my speaker's fee. If you get me booked, get me on any kind of future date before the first week of April, we are waiving my speaker's cost. Right? The promotion ends the first week of April. Right now, we just extended it, and we're extending it into April. So don't delay. Go ahead, book. Go to @michaelgdavis.com, and you can actually go to the bookings page on there and book me for your next group. All right, and then finally, I wanted to extend the group coaching that I'm doing at Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, I wanted again to open that up to other individuals that are not a part of Brooks & Davis. Understanding how expensive coaching could be, right? Coaches are here to carry you to your destination, right? Carry you to your next move and carry you there in such a way where you have an enhanced experience through the process. Avoid the pitfalls, avoid the dead ends, right? Your coach knows the path. So understanding how expensive it could be, I wanted to create an affordable option. So that's what I did with my World Changers table. It's something that I do every Tuesday. You don't have any contract. All you have to do is reserve your seat for that week. To 1 hour of group coaching hosted by yours truly as CEO Coach Mike. Go to michaelgdavis.com/WCT. Learn more about the World Changers table. You'll be able to reserve your seat. You'll be able to book it. You'll be able to hear testimonies about how people's lives have been changed. You'll be able to see all of that on the website. So make sure you go there today and you can learn more. Look, don't miss out because the seats go fast. There are only 4 seats, right? So there's not a lot of opportunity. So don't delay. Make sure you do it today and you take advantage of the World Changers table. All right. Again, reminder, if you have a real estate need, like looking to buy a house or possibly put your house on the market for sale, if you're thinking about getting your real estate license or you are considering making a change, you want more of the support that I talked about from your broker, stay on for a very special message so you can learn more about Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm. Again, this has been the Real to Life podcast. I'm your host, Michael G. Davis, broker and CEO of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm. I want to shout out to Mr. Joe Poole with JP Home Inspections, professional real estate inspector. Thanks. Very thankful for him coming on and sharing a piece of his world to us today. Very grateful for that. With that being said, looking forward to coaching you into the cosmos. It's time to take off, baby. Make it a great one. Hey, this is Michael G. Davis, CEO of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC. I am also a Realtor plus business coach. If you are currently have a real estate need, or you're in the process of getting your real estate license, or maybe you've already gotten your license, awesome. Watch this whole video because I have some outstanding news just for you. Now, if you are considering buying a home, we want you to know that we offer at no cost or commitment to schedule a showing for you to see any property in the Houston Metroplex. But when you hire our real estate company to help you, we will hold your hand and guide you through the home buying process step by step. Visit our website or give us a call at the number shown to learn more. Or maybe you're considering putting your home on the market for sale. We want you to know that we offer at no cost or no commitment a couple of things. First is a free neighborhood buying and selling activity report for your home. This report will show you the amount of buying and selling that has taken place within your neighborhood within the most recent 6 to 12 months. All we need is your mailing address and email address to get the report over to you. We also offer at no cost or commitment a free in-person property condition home evaluation. This is where one of our real estate professionals will come into your home and give you recommendations and advice on what changes to make to the condition of your home and talk with you about how these changes could help sell your home faster and or for more money. But when you hire our real estate company to help you sell your home, we will put your home in front of more active home buyers than any other realtor. Just visit our website or give us a call at the number shown to learn more. Finally, if you are in the process of getting your real estate license or with a brokerage firm and thinking of making a change, we want you to know that we offer at no cost or commitment for you to be able to attend any Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm training or event. But when you join our firm, we will show you how to get everything you want using your real estate license. And what we believe real estate professionals want are an outstanding quality of life, the freedom of having options, and the ability to pursue what makes them happy. Visit our website or give us a call at the number shown to learn more.